It is Tuesday. Good evening. Welcome to another guided meditation. This evening, we will try to, like an artist, make an artistic portrait of an inspiring figure. We do this with the power of visualization. And on the basis that whatever we meditate on comes to us. If we are an artist and we paint 1,000 pictures of the face of Buddha, then we will become Buddha-like. But let us begin our meditation by preparing our posture, our attitude, and all the preliminaries that set the scene in the ground for a useful meditation. Let us first sit. If you are seated on a chair, make sure that the small of the back is nestled into the back of the chair. If you are seated on the floor, make sure that you are comfortable. Some may require to sit on the edge of a padding or a cushion. There are various postures we can adopt in meditation. Padmasana or half lotus also. We can adopt Virasana, that means sitting on the heels. And for others, a special prayer stool is sufficient in any case, however you are seated. Let us make sure that the body is alert and comfortable, and that the chest, the neck, and the head are arranged in a straight line. Let us briefly, once we are settled, take stock of the body from the toes, systematically up, all the way to the top of the head. Let us do this several times with a sense of mindfulness, so that whatever part of the body we are holding on to, let us release it. The chances are that if there have been various pressures and challenges and difficulties in the day, that the solar plexus or the abdomen is being held in a stressful way, that is, that there's tension there. If that is the case, acknowledge it and release it. Let us put ourselves in the atmosphere of calm. In front of you, you'll see our shrine. In your own shrine, you may have some symbols and pictures that are meaningful to you. Try not to make it cluttered. Try to make it as simple as possible, keeping fresh flowers there. And if the flowers give some fragrance, that is good. Incense often is used in order to engage the senses and surround oneself with a sense of sacredness. Let us now sit in the presence of our divine, blissful base. Let us imagine this to be something like the sun deep within our hearts, radiating outwards in all directions, giving life and activity to every part of the body. Let us allow this to radiate so that we can feel this radiation permeating the pores of the skin. In front of us, let us imagine our Guru and our Ishtadevata. Let one merge into the other, and let us mentally place our hands together in a gesture of salutation. Let us feel the vibrant presence of their grace flowing around us, flowing within us, through us, and beyond us. Let us feel the pulsation of the heart. Pulsation of the heart may be found throbbing at the neck or in the heart itself, or it might be at the tips of the fingers, or it might be the top of the head, or it might be that area in between the eyebrows. Let us pause to catch the heartbeat. And when we have found this heartbeat, approximately 1 beat per second, let us feel that it is singing the sound symbol Om. Let us feel that this beat is not coming from the heart, but coming from the divine presence within. And just as we can feel the physical beat as a heartbeat, let it get beyond the borders of the body. Let the beat continue around the body. Let our magnetic field of this beat extend to the room in which we are sitting. Let us assert, as we feel this expanding heartbeat, let us repeat our mantra. Or if you have not got a mantra, then you repeat Om mentally, in tune with the heartbeat that is ever expanding, this divine pulse, blessing in its wake, spreading its grace. Let this spread its grace to friends and family. Let it spread its grace to all humanity and all beings. Let it spread its grace beyond the borders of this small planet. Let it spread its grace beyond this. If the sun were the size of a 6-inch disk or sphere, the earth would be 18 meters away at a ratio of 10,000 million to 1. Every rotating planet, including the earth, engaged in rotating around the sun. Let us bless with our grace, expanding, feeling the energy of these rotations as divine energy, full of strength and goodness and beauty and love and harmony. The stars in our own Milky Way are several thousand million miles away. Let us bless those too. Let us bless the whole of existence, the observable universe, the realms infinitely beyond our scope, and the interspace between. Asserting, may all beings be happy, may all beings be peaceful, may all beings be blissful. And all this emanating from our internal divine pulse. Let us continue in a loving way, a feeling way, repeating our mantra, embodiment, sound embodiment of our own chosen ideal, whatever that may be. Let us fill our mind with divine inspiration and grace that displaces all other random thoughts. Let us withdraw the mind completely from the outside world. Let us make a creative stage on which to paint our meditation. In front of us, let us imagine the full moon at its brightest. This evening, the moon is almost full. And by tomorrow evening, it will be full. Let us try to understand what it means. The moon has always been associated with the mind. Its various cycles, the various effects on the earth are well known, affecting tides and seasons, but also affecting the mind. Let us think that our mind is full like the moon, full of possibilities, full of the urge for freedom. Let us see the kind, loving, beaming face of the moon as it has been seen for thousands and thousands, nay, billions of years. Ancient people must have wondered at this sight, but soon they learned the relationship between this moon, its phases, and important events in a month, in a year, and eventually over many tens of years, many decades. This friend, our moon, is a lamp that seems to shine, and yet, like the mind, its light is borrowed. Its light is borrowed from the sun. Let us take this lesson. Let us see the mind as the moon. The moon of the mind has its individual memories. But there is only one cosmic mind beaming. Let us internalize the image of this moon deep within us, deep within the mind. Let it represent the mind. Deep within it, let us imagine its life source, pure infinity and consciousness. It is this which sits behind it that is infinite pure energy, expressing itself through the mind in all its facets, and from the mind to the body. Every cell is charged with its infinite pure energy, and every cell is charged with its infinite luminosity and life. And it is this very, very luminosity and life that expands, as it were, throughout the entire cosmos. It is this which is infinite beauty. Let us feel this infinite beauty, this infinite life, this infinite light. Let us see that from this internal source of light, coming out as the blissful and serene and peaceful moon. Let us formulate from this, like an artist, the face of Buddha. If you are an artist painting the various structure and colors of the face, see how you would paint the mouth, the shape of the head, the texture of the skin, the serenity of the eyes. Normally in iconography we see the eyes as closed, but this time let them open and gaze on you. Let that peace enter into you. Let your mind reflect what you see. Let us visualize the delicate limbs, the hands posed in meditation posture or in a chin mudra. Let us contemplate the simple clothing. Let us feel the radiating face as it radiates peace and beauty to us and within us and through us and beyond us. This is one example of a series of constructions that can be made by the mind that inspire the very soul and bestow on the meditator all the qualities that we visualize and construct in our inner reality of the mind. Let us allow this image to fade away and let us find emerging the figure of the Lord Jesus. Once more, let us see the beaming face of love. Initially, the eyes closed, the long hair, the brown complexion, the beard of an ascetic or a yogi, the simple white dress, the only accessory a cloak. You can imagine the delicate hands in blessing and the eyes now open, deep brown eyes, full of compassion and love. Like an artist, let us paint the expression on the face, the big, loving eyes, the gestures of welcome, the expression of love. Let us feel how this love expands everywhere, dissolving all hatred, all judgment and criticism. This is another example of how we can inwardly paint a picture, a portrait of an ideal embodiment of a quality by meditating on which the quality comes to us. Let us now choose one form of your own choosing, one form that is dearest to you. Let it be constructed with an artist's eye. The feet worthy of worship, the limbs of the body full of divine radiance, and the smile on the face, the gaze in the eyes. Let this figure be the embodiment of peace, love. Let this be the embodiment of intelligence. Let this be existence itself, radiating its presence everywhere, transforming discord into harmony in its wake. With an artist's eye, let us create the texture of the skin, the brilliance of the eyes, the strands of the hair, the words of comfort coming from the lips. Let us mentally place a garland of flowers around this. Let us be in a listening mode, feeling that we are the recipient of divine grace. Let us happily bathe in the presence of the divine. Let this feeling intensify so that this nearness becomes a oneness, so that our own individuality or sense of individuality yields and dissolves into one pure being. That one without a second. And the harmony and peace that we feel within, let us spread. May there be peace in the sky. May there be peace in the air. May there be peace in the plants. May there be peace and harmony in the oceans. Let the whole world be the expression of peace and harmony. Let peace increase everywhere among human beings, among animals, in nature, in the mountains, in the oceans. Try to sit in this state of peace and harmony and pure being for as long as you can. And if the attention wanders, come back to an artistic eye recreating this favorite chosen ideal of yours. Offer a prayer. Offer your mantra. Offer your heart. Offer your speech. Offer your hands. Offer your bodies. For they do not belong to you. They belong to that which is one without a second, deep within.